What's going on, guys? JSGC Football here, back again for another match preview. And today, guys, I will be doing the match preview for the Huddersfield Town ahead of Tuesday night Carabao Cup first round time between Huddersfield Town versus Preston North End, who are my team, and I will be going to the game with my brother JSGC. So I'm looking forward to that. So I will be discussing Huddersfield Town and what to expect. So for Huddersfield Town, because they're at the minute sit at bottom of the Championship after 2 games. They lost to Burnley 1-0 on the opening game on the Friday night, and then 2-1 away against Birmingham City again on a Friday night. So they've got to a poor start because they've had a torrid summer because their manager's left as well. So Carlos Corberan is now gone. He's now the boss of Olympiacos, and the new manager is Danny Schofield, because it's been there just over 2 years, I think, Danny Schofield, and he's now took permanently in charge. So he's been thrown in a deep end. I do feel a little bit sorry for him as well, because but I do feel a little bit sorry for Danny. Like I said, he's been thrown in a deep end, and he's just they're trying to make a formation where they've lost a few key players as well, so, and it's showing. And not to mention, they've got a playoff hangover from last year. They lost a playoff final to Nottingham Forest, and it can happen this. It can have a knock-on effect, like Barnsley have had it, from 5th to relegated. Hopefully Huddersfield will go down that route, but they've lost key players like Barnsley did, and we'll see if they do have a hangover. At the minute they are the bottom Championship, back-to-back defeats, and just goes to show. So they've still got a very similar team to last year's, because they've still got 7, like in the last match, 7 of the starters were starting last year, so it's not going well. It's because they finished 3rd last year on 82 points, and they only lost 10 games. Already they've lost 2. It's not a good start, but it's not the doom and gloom. Because they look at Forest, they didn't win in the first 6 games, and they ended up getting promoted. So there's still hope for Huddersfield Town. So next to mention is the formation. So they normally play, I think, because I do. Don't quote me on this, Huddersfield fans, is to play 3-4-3 in possession, and when they're off it, they like to play 4-4-2. But they tend to have a habit of trying to match opponents up, especially under the last one. It's because he's very good, he's very tactically astute, Corberan. It's because they're matching opponents up and matching them. So I think they go with this, because I think this is the Huddersfield formation. This is the last lineup against Birmingham City. So Nichols in nets, going to say Turton out on the right, Edmund Greens and Lees are the 2 centre-back pairings, and Ruffalo out on the left. So I think what they're trying to do is, like with Preston, is get Turton and Ruffalo to provide width like that, going to say, to do the overlap. So with Hogg in like a defensive mid, going to say, I take it he'll push back when they are pushing up. He'll push back with Edmund Greens and Lees to create a 3. This is where the 3-4-3 comes from. And then, of course, we've got Ardren, who got a start last game. I was going to say Thomas, Russell, and Rudoni. I think that's how you say it, Rudoni. So, and then up front, of course, lunch striker, Danny Ward. I was going to say, the quality player, Danny Ward. So, with Andren, I think that's a key player as well. I was going to say, it's an exciting youngster, he is. I was going to say, he's attacking mid, obviously can play out on the right. I was going to say, obviously, it's cut in like they like to play inverted wing backs, I was going to say. So they just need to do a bit more, like I said, they're maybe harsh, and it's showing that they've lost Lewis O'Brien, who was the glue, and he had an excellent relationship with Hogg like that. And Russell and Hogg, it's just not showing that partnership, and it's not working out. It's got to say, Huddersfield, they tend to be slow starters. Like I said, against Burnley, they got a very, very poor start, and then they've done against Birmingham. So first 45 minutes is key. Like with Preston, we're quite notorious for 45 minutes. Like we'll play well for 45 minutes, and then either half. It's got to say, you usually get to slow starts. It's got to say, they remind me a lot of my team, PNE Huddersfield Town at the minute. Like slow starters. So with Huddersfield, because I'd be interested to see if they match up Ryan Lloyd's 3-5-2. So I'm interested to see what they do with that. Because whether they'll play 4-1-4-1 or if they'll play 3-4-3 in possession, 4-4-2 off the ball. So I think Huddersfield will try and match us up. Because I think they'll try and do that with Hogg pushing back to create the 3 at the back and try and get the 2 wing backs to bomb up with Turton and Ruffalo, but they'll probably switch with Ruffalo, because I know Huddersfield Town fans aren't impressed so far. Because they may have lost Harry Toffolo, so that brings me now onto Huddersfield transfers. So the transfers in for Huddersfield Town is Jack Rudoni. He comes in from Wimbledon, a centre mid for 846k. Because we'll see if that's good business eventually. Because I think he will shine, like I said, but it's typical like Huddersfield signing, but I think he'll push on. We'll see if he is in a replacement for O'Brien. I think he's got big shoes to fill if that is the replacement. I still think Huddersfield Town, what they're lacking is another centre mid, and it's showing like that. I think they need another signing in. So next one is Yuta Nakayama. He's not had a chance to shine yet. I think he might play against Northend because there's a centre-back on a free from Netherlands team, PEC Swole. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably murdering that. So the next one is a right wing-back. The next one's a right winger. So Connor Mahoney, a free from Millwall, right winger. So I'll be surprised if he doesn't start, because I think he will get a start. So that brings, I think they will play 4-1-4-1. I think that's how Huddersfield Town will line up against Northend, or 4-3-3, if you want to call it that way, So next one, Will Boyle, is a free from Cheltenham. He's not had a chance yet to bring him to the first team. Again, I think he'll get minutes against Northend. I think he'll be another starter. So next signing is David Casamu, a centre mid from MK Dons. Because I don't know a lot about that when it's trying to do research, trying to see whether you got him on free or whether you paid a fee. There's not a lot of information on that. Because do let me know, Huddersfield fans, how much did you get Casamu for? Because it's injured at the minute, which is a shame. Like I said, I think that'd be your replacement for Lewis O'Brien. Because there's not a chance yet to shine. But he has been a little bit injury prone for MK Dons, so we'll see whether that pays off. And of course, your last signing is Angerin. Because I call him Tino. I call him Tino. So Tino Angerin. So he's a lone attacking mid from Chelsea. I take it he plays out on the right. Can play attacking centre mid if he wants as well. So he'll cut in. I think he'll be an inverted wing back like that. So for transfers in, so Huddersfield Town have paid 846k. That's for transfers in. So transfer out, Nottingham Forest have raided Huddersfield. That must hurt. No, do they just beat you in the player final, but they raid your team as well? I know how that feels. That hurts from previous Preston campaigns in the past when we've lost playoffs and had our team robbed by our rivals that go up. That hurts. So Forest have pinched Lewis O'Brien and Harry Toffolo for 5.3 million each. So they've spent £10.62 million. Oh, it's because I'd like to see Huddersfield reinvesting that back into their squad. Otherwise, it could be a horrible, horrible season. As I predict Huddersfield, like I said, they're in a little bit of turmoil. I still think they've got a decent enough squad to avoid relegation. I think it might be a bottom half finish for them like that. It's because I think they'd be too strong to go down, but because I just feel so sorry for them. Because of course, Pippa has gone to Olympiacos. So Corberan has already his old team, so 900k. So transfers out is £11.52 million. So in the back, so for your net spend, it's minus 10.6 million. So you still got quite a bit in the bank. I kind of appreciate a situation that you're covering losses like Northend do, because I know Dean Hoyle does take a hammering from Huddersfield fans, because for lack of ambition. And it just reminds me so much of my own team, Preston Northend. We don't reinvest back into our squad. It's just very frustrating. It's fine. You want to see a little bit of investment, at least like that. Because even half like that, it's because cash in 5-6 million. Because I spend 5 million. That's what you want to see as fans. So I feel a little bit sorry for you. But hopefully it'll be a good game, because I expect both teams will rotate, so probably make 7 or 8 changes, like I said. So I think for Huddersfield, they will make probably 7 or 8 changes. Like I said, I think Connor Mahoney will make a start. I think Will Boyle will get to make a start. Nakayama as well. Rose, I'd be surprised if I don't say him. Kamara. And then maybe Grant Spencer and Pat Jones as well for Huddersfield to see if they get any starts, as I'm interested if they do. One thing to mention is because with Huddersfield Town, it's the John Smith Stadium now that the players, because it's been like that for quite a while, John Smith Stadium. It's got a capacity of 24,121. I really do like this stadium. It's really nice and designed, and it's just a beautiful stadium. Because it's just unique. I do like it, and I can't wait to visit it for the first time. I'm looking forward to crossing Huddersfield off my tick list. So that brings me now on to Northend. Ourselves, because we've got 2 draws. So we've got 2 draws, 2 goalless draws at that. So we're defensive solids, because against Hull and Wigan, not really threatening us too much defensively. We just need to create a bit more, be a bit more aggressive. Because same with Huddersfield, I think you could say with that. Just need to get out the blocks and be more aggressive on the ball and create more chances. So with Preston, I think we'll make 7 or 8 changes ourselves. I expect this is my lineup. Well, I think we'll go. I make a prediction. So a Di Cornell in net. Diaby, Bauer, Hughes. So for right wing back, I will go for Brad Potts. I think he'll make a start again. And then a left wing back. I'd be surprised if Fernandez doesn't get a start for this one. Then in the midfield, I think Ledson will get the start. Then complementing Brown and Woodburn. I'd personally like to see McCann. It's going to say I drop Brown and put McCann there. See what Ledson, McCann and Woodburn can do. And then up front, I think it'll be Parrott and Maguire's. Going to say, I think they will go. Let's go say, I'd like to see Mikey O'Neill make a start. Like I said, he's a Preston lad, he's a young lad. I think he deserves a start, and it's youngsters. Like I said, I'm sure I'll just feel like to see the youngsters make a name for themselves as well. So, but do let me know, Huddersfield Town fans, what do you think of Preston North End? How do you think this Carabao Cup first round will go? I think it'll be a niggly game, pretty boring, two teams and make a lot of changes. Hopefully there'll be a few goals. Gonna say it's nice and cheap, £10, so full credit to Huddersfield Town. Can't wait to see it. Hopefully it'll be a good game, and good luck to Huddersfield Town, as I'm sure both teams and both fans, we're not really that bothered. It's first round of the Carabao Cup if we do go out. If we go through, then excellent. Can get a little bit of money, try and get a cup run going for both teams. I wish you all the best, Huddersfield fans. Do let me know, just gonna say in the comments below if there's anything I need to know about your club. I think I've got it spot on. Probably a few things I've got not quite got there, but I've been JSGC Football. This has been my match preview of Huddersfield Town. So don't forget to like and subscribe to JSGC Football. So it really does help the channel grow, as we're on the road to 500 subs, as I will keep doing our match previews for Preston North End, our opponents, and I do appreciate all your support so far. So it's doing really well, the channel, and I really do appreciate support. But have a nice day, and I will see you in Huddersfield itself. Peace. Ciao for now.